Hi there. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Chantel and I am a part of the St.Francis media team. The word for today is light. From the first book of the Bible, Genesis 1 verse 3, and God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. To the last book, Revelations 21 verse 23. The city does not need the sun and the moon to shine on it, for the glory of God gives light, and the Lamb is its lamp. Light plays a big part in the lessons and messages in the Bible. But here we are, 2023. What does light mean to us? Well, as we've learned from load shedding, it's rather hard and difficult to get things done in the dark. And the same can be said from when the dark creeps into our minds and our hearts. And this can happen at any time. We all have our stresses, our troubles, our anxiety, and the rest of the world doesn't know of this or care about it. I myself refer to it as falling into a hole, a never-ending hole, where your energy is depleted, where it feels impossible to just reach out, touch, or grab the sides so you can slowly start pulling yourself out. For me, I try to hold on to my light and my family. And being a person who has ended up in that hole many times, there is no shame in seeking the help of medical professionals. So what is light to me? Well, as I mentioned, I have spent most of my life in the dark. I fueled it with painkillers, alcohol, smoking, cutting, and promiscuous behavior, which came to a rather dramatic halt when I came to terms with being pregnant and the birth of my son. He saved my life, and I held on to him with everything that I have. And every time I felt like I was falling again, I knew I couldn't leave him alone in this world, and I had to get up. I've always been a helper. I get great joy from helping people. I'm drawn to people like me, people with depression, people in a tight spot, people in trouble, and I've had a way of listening to them, truly listening to them, in a way I'd see past what they were actually saying, find the root of their problem, and help them come back to the light. I know it's odd, but it feels like every time I try and help somebody heal, it heals me. I feel that's God's purpose for me, to help others heal. One of the things that I have found that is the hardest for people to do is to see their own light. We like to walk around and we like to look at carnival mirrors, where we see ourselves as tall, short, skinny, wobbly, in a distorted reality. And the mirror that we use in the morning, oh, it's there for us to get ready, put our makeup on, do our faces, to show everyone how great we are, how fine. But it's time for us to take off our masks. It's time for us to truly look at ourselves in the mirror and to find our own light. To quote Robert Fulgham, "I am a fragment of a mirror, whose whole design or shape I do not know. Nevertheless, with what I have, I can reflect light into dark places of the world, into the dark places of the hearts of men, and change some things in some people. Perhaps others may see and do likewise. This is what I'm about. This is the meaning of my life. So shine. Let us shine before all men. Let us see good works, and then let us glorify the Lord." Thank you.